All right, dear children, welcome back to the class. We're looking at the chapter called Sources of Energy, and we have come to second lecture. And everybody must have heard about fossil fuels, right? Okay, so fossil fuels. So everybody must have heard about it. So majorly, fossil fuels means it consists of coal and petroleum products. Coal and petroleum products, whatever are there, they are only known as fossil fuels. Now, this coal is a very important. So you must have heard about industrial revolution, right? So industrial revolution already, I mean, you must be aware of this. This industrial revolution was possible because of coal. Possible. I mean, it is because of fossil fuels only. Rather than saying coal, you can say fossil fuels, right? So based upon this only, a lot of energy was produced. But these fossil fuels are limited, no? So whatever fossil fuels are there, they are limited. They are formed over millions of years and they are limited. So that's why they are non-renewable. What are these? These are non-renewable source of energy. That's why we should be using them at the smaller rate. Okay, we should not be using them or at the larger rate. And whenever we are using these fossil fuels, no, what are the disadvantages of using fossil fuels? What are the
They,
disadvantages of using fossil fuels? Yes, anyone?
they cause pollution, sir.
Okay. The first thing is like they are non-renewable, no? They are non-renewable. This is one disadvantage. They will get over and they cause a lot of pollution. They cause pollution on burning. They cause pollution on burning. Okay, and it may lead to acid rain also. They produce oxides of I mean carbon, oxides of carbon, nitrogen and sulfur, which may which may cause acid rain, which may cause acid rain. Okay, and they leave lot of residue. They leave residue, residue in the form of, in the form of. I mean, whenever you burn this wood and coal and all, they will be they leave residue. You can just say they leave residue. These are the disadvantages, right, of using them. Whenever you are burning wood, some ash will be remain. No? They leave residue in the form of ash. In the form of ash, you can write. So these are the disadvantages. Now, especially this wood, no, I mean, they may ask you how to form coal, how the coal is formed, how the coal is formed. Okay, I mean, naturally, though it is getting formed, how the coal is formed artificially. Artificially, how to form the coal? Okay, how to form it? Tell me now. Whatever this wood is there, no. So this wood is having all this biomass and all. I mean, that material is there, water is there. I mean, all that volatile material. It is a wet, no. Wood means it will be little bit wet in nature. Okay, so it will be having water content. Now, whenever it is burnt, okay, whenever it is burnt in a limited supply of oxygen, in a limited supply of O2, so it is converted into coal. So in this process, what is happening? No, all volatile means which can evaporate. You must be knowing about uh, what is mean by volatile. All volatile material. What are the volatile materials? Especially the water. All volatile material is, evaporated or escaped, is escaped. Whenever we are burning it in the limited supply of oxygen, then we are going to have the coal. If somebody asks you how the coal is formed artificially, means you are going to say wood is burnt in limited supply of oxygen, then whatever volatile material is there, that will escape and coal is formed. Is it clear whatever I have told, dear children?
Sir.
Yes or no? Okay. Now you must have seen in villages cow dung is used. No, cow dung cakes are used. No, cow dung cakes are used for heating the water, and I mean, this is used for cooking. Okay, and it is used for heating the water. Have you seen?
Yes, sir.
Have you seen or
No,
not,
sir.
dear children? And no, no, they use no cow dung cakes means by using this cow dung, they'll be making some. I mean, we say in Kannada, we say kullu, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So they will be used for heating water, cooking, and all. But here also some disadvantages are there. What are the disadvantages? Smoke, right? I mean, pollution. Okay, a lot of pollution, and definitely some residue will be there. So these are the disadvantages of using cow dung. Then whatever this is called as biomass. Actually, biomass means what is this biomass, dear children? Biomass means, I mean, all these materials, all this waste material, or whatever material, waste material, or you can just say material from animals and plants. Whatever animals and plants are there, from that, whatever I mean, cow dung, it comes from animals, no? I mean, from cows, from buffaloes we get that dung. So waste material from animals or plants is called biomass. Okay, we cannot say exactly the waste material, but whatever I mean, we cannot put the fruit for this burning purpose. Fruit is to eat, no? All this cow dung, wood and all. So those things will be using for, I mean, heating purpose and all. So that is called as biomass. Now we have to use this biomass in a proper way. Okay, in the proper way we have to use it so that we get maximum out of it. That's why I mean, there is one technological development that is called as biogas plant. What is that, dear children? Biogas plant. And this biogas plant is also known as gobar gas plant. What is this? Gobar gas plant. Okay, what is this gobar gas plant? Let us see that. Are you ready to see that, dear children? In the textbook I'll show you that how it works and all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I hope everybody is making notes. This you will get PDF also, but you have to be looking at in the textbook, and everybody is going to draw that diagram in the class and send me. Okay, so here is that. Here we have this biogas plant. Here it is. Let me show you. Give me a minute, let it load. So here we have one biogas plant. You can see here, this is the diagram for biogas plant. Are you able to see this, dear children? Just confirm whether you are able to see or not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're able to see, right? Just give me a minute so that I can just make the setting for this. It got stuck, I guess. Just a minute, dear children. Okay, now look at this. This is, I mean, actually, whatever is there on this part, no, whatever line I'm going to draw now, below this, everything is, I mean, put up under the earth only. So this is the, I mean, this is above the earth. This surface above this line, no. So this is above the earth, and whatever is there, I mean, this side it is below the earth. Okay, so it is coming below, and this is above the earth. So this is how it is set up. Okay, I hope everybody must have got to know that. What do you mean by slurry? There is one word used here, slurry. So what do you mean by slurry? Slurry means, I mean, whatever this cow dung is there, no, dear children? So all this cow dung plus all vegetable waste, okay, whatever bio waste is there, no, vegetable slurry means all bio waste, all biomass. So whatever biomass you have, waste material from animals and plant plus water, okay, it will be in the form of semi-solid. Slurry means it is like not completely liquid, not completely solid. I mean, you can pour it. Okay, so all the biomass plus H2, that is only called slurry. So it is in the form of semi-solid that will be poured here, dear children. So all this, whatever you are seeing here, no, this red mark I am doing here, all this is made up of bricks. Okay, all these things, whatever I marked red, no, so all those things are made up of bricks. Okay, by using that bricks, they have built that. So whenever you put that slurry, I mean, here is a soil, means this is the ground they are showing, and here it goes. So whatever I mean, slurry has come here, so this will be stored in digester. This is called as digester, dear children. Okay, here in this digester, I mean, there is an absence of oxygen. What is that? Absence of oxygen is there. I mean, oxygen is not there. So that's why in absence of oxygen, whatever reactions happens, no, they are called as anaerobic reactions. What are those? Anaerobic reaction. There are two words, dear children. One is aerobic reaction, another is anaerobic reaction. Let me give you that. Aerobic reaction means what? reactions happening in the presence of O2, in presence of oxygen, whatever happens, no, they are called as aerobic reactions, and whatever happens in the absence of O2 or oxygen, they are called as anaerobic reactions. So in biogas plant, what kind of reaction happens? If they give you four options: aerobic reaction, anaerobic reaction, both, and none of the above, what you are going to take? You are going to take anaerobic reaction. Is it clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here anaerobic reaction happens. So the gases, the major gas which is produced here is methane. Methane is produced. Carbon dioxide, I mean other things, sulfur oxides and all, they will be formed. Some other thing, nitrogen oxide, they are formed. You will get to know about that in this paragraph. When you read this paragraph, you'll get to know that the major gas is called methane. So if somebody asks you, which is biogas? Which is biogas? Which one is biogas or gobar gas? Gobar gas. If they are giving you options, A, methane, okay, and methane formula you'll get to know, that is CH4 and CO2 and NO2 and DCO. Which one will you take? You have to take methane. Clear? Yes, dear children.
Yes.
What is the major component of biogas? Major component of biogas is methane. So methane will be 75%. Other 25% will be other gases. Okay, major component of biogas is methane. Okay, and this will be stored in this gas tank. You can have a look at this gas tank. All the gas will be stored in this, and this will be taken out by using this gas outlet. Okay, then after that producing that gas, there will be some waste material remaining here that can be used as fertilizer. I mean, that is like manure or whatever is remaining, no, so that residue, whatever it remains, it is also useful, and whatever this manure is there, it can be used for fields fields as manure or fertilizer. Is it clear? Is the working of a biogas plant is understood, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so it's quite
Sir,
simple. I mean, there are not much things. I mean, how to write this, I'll tell you. Already the whole process is explained here in the form of diagram. If somebody asks you, I mean, explain the working of biogas plant with a neat labeled diagram, then you should be able to draw this diagram. Then you should be explained. You should be able to explain this. Will you draw this diagram, dear children, after the class, in the from the textbook only?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay, okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So one more thing, I just want to, give it here. So let me go back to the page of this sources of energy chapter, and let me give you one question here. So what is that question? That question is like, let me give you that question. What are the advantages of using? What are the advantages? What are the advantages of, biogas? What are the advantages of biogas? Biogas means methane. What are the advantages? Tell me. What are its advantages? Its advantages are like, first one is like, it's a clean gas. What is this? It's a clean gas, that is, it produces zero pollution. On burning it, there is no pollution. Okay, if you burn, for example, you are burn clean glass, we have butane also, no, in our homes we have LPG and all, no. So on burning it, is it producing smoke and all, dear children? Does it produce smoke, and does it leave any residue on burning that LPG, liquid petroleum gas gas cylinders we have, no? So on burning them, any smoke is coming? Very less smoke is coming or not? And residue
Yes,
is
sir.
also very, it's minimal, no. So like that, methane is also there, no. So that methane is also clean gas, it produces zero pollution. And second thing is, it has high calorific value. It has high calorific value. Okay, if 1 mark or 2 mark question is asked like this, you should be able to write these two reasons. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Please tell me. Okay, now second question is like, with neat labeled diagram, explain the working of explain the working of biogas plant. Biogas plant. Take this as homework, dear children. Okay, will you write this explanation diagram? So you have to draw. So this is space, so whatever space I'm leaving, so this is for the diagram. Okay, so you also leave some space, so you should be able to draw the diagram here. So whatever the diagram is there and labeling is there, you have to do that. And working, definitely you can write it in the simple words, no, step by step. Okay, so bio waste or biomass is added with water to form slurry. Next, this slurry is poured into the digester through outlet. I mean outlet as in through whatever input you are giving, hmm, through the opening outside. Okay. Next thing is in digester. What happens? Slurry undergoes anaerobic reaction, and many gases are formed. Major component is methane. So whatever major component is there, that is methane, right? So methane is formed. Major component is methane. Then after that, major component is methane. Then this gas is stored in gas tank and taken out through pipes for further use. Waste material, waste as in residue remaining is taken out through another outlet and can be used as manure for the agricultural land. Is it clear, dear children, all these things whatever I have explained?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So this is a technological improvement to efficient use of this biomass. So whatever biomass is there, this is one technological development, okay, to do that. So this biogas plant, they are very rare on our side. I haven't seen them, but in southern part of Karnataka, where they are using this. In every village, wherever more cattle are there, no, dear children. So there are a lot of cattle in India. Okay, we produce a lot of bio waste also. Okay, whatever bio waste is a cattle waste, together, this can be used in a biogas plant to produce energy. It can be used for to produce electricity and all. Okay, that methane gas, it can be used for cooking purpose. So all the pollution will be removed. Some initial cost will be there, but in the long run that will be worthful. All right, dear children. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now
Sir,
what is your task? Yes, please. Anyone
sir,
asking anything?
slurry is like a jelly substance, sir.
Yes, not jelly. It's like watery. When you mix a cow dung with water, how it becomes? Is it becoming jelly? No, right?
No, sir.
No, it is like some kind of watery thing. Okay, not too much of solid also, not just like water also. It is just mixed. Okay, I
Yes, sir.
hope you got it. Yeah. ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರ ಗೊತ್ತ್ರಿ, ಅದು ಮೊದಲ ಸಗಣಿಯಿಂದ ಸಾರಸ್ತಿದ್ರ ಗೊತ್ತದ, ಮನಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಸಾರಸ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸಗಣಿಯಿಂದ. ಆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಹೆಂಗಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಜಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ
No,
ಆ
sir.
ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೂರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದ್ ಮಗ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ ನೀವೇನಾರ ಹಾಕಿರ ಅದು ಸೂರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಹಿಂಗ, ಅದು ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಬಯೋಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಟು ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, what
Yes,
is your
sir.
task now? You have to fill this, whatever diagram is there. Will you draw a diagram, dear children, here?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You
sir.
draw that beautiful diagram,
Yes,
you
sir.
label it, and you have to make a PDF of that, and you have to send me. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
fine
sir.
then. So biogas is over. Now, where do you think this coal is used, dear children? This coal? There is something called thermal power plant, dear children. What is that? Thermal power plant. Okay? Thermal power plant. Okay? Thermal means everybody knows, right? Thermal means what? Heat, no? Yes? Tell me, dear children. Thermal power plant. Okay? Whatever this coal is there, no? This coal is burnt, okay? Whenever coal is burnt, so whenever we are you burning the coal, so this will produce lot of heat or not, dear children? This will produce the heat, no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, whenever it is producing heat, by using this heat, you boil the water. So, in big tanks, boil the water. So, whatever water is there, you boil it. On boiling the water, what is produced? Steam is produced or not? On boiling the water, what is produced? Steam is produced. Okay. Now, whatever this steam is there, now this steam is passed on steam turbines. Where it is passed? It is passed on steam turbine. Okay, so turbine means it is a rotating part. Okay, it is just like a, I mean, fan. So whatever turbine is there, you must have heard about it. Turbine means it is a rotating part. Okay, on passing water on it. Okay, there are so many types of turbines. Okay, rotating part turbine, steam turbine we have water turbine, we have wind turbine. Okay, steam turbine, and this turbine is linked with a generator. Okay, it is linked with a generator, and this generator generates electricity. So we are going to get electricity. Look at this. Are you getting my point? What I have explained to you right now. So since from burning the coal to, I mean, all this journey. So whatever this journey is there, now burning the coal to produce the electricity. So this is the task of which power plant? Thermal power plant. Is it clear, dear children? Yes or no? So we have a, I mean, NTPC. You must be knowing about NTPC. What is the full form of NTPC? Anyone knows what is NTPC? NTPC means National Thermal Power Corporation. National Thermal Power Corporation. Okay, these are the big institutions. I mean, which burn lot of coal to produce. We have in Raichur, in Karnataka, we have one NTPC in Raichur. In other parts of India, also NTPC are set up, but in Raichur we have this. Okay, they are going to do this process every day. Understood, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is, I mean, what are the disadvantages of this thermal power plant? Tell me. Disadvantages? Pollution, no? Yes or no?
Yes, Yes, sir. sir.
Pollution, and a lot of residue is remaining. Residue is remaining. I mean, which is difficult to, which is difficult to, which is difficult to dispose, which is difficult to dispose. Yes or no? So it becomes difficult for us to dispose this remaining residue. I mean, imagine a lot of coal is burned means a lot of residue will be remaining, no? So it becomes difficult for us to dispose that. And pollution, which may cause acid rain, so many things and all. These are the disadvantages, right? So if somebody asks you how does thermal power plant work, so are you able to explain this? A lot of coal is burnt, and whatever heat is produced, that is used to boil the water, and whatever steam is produced, that will be passed on steam turbine. That steam turbine is coupled with the generator, and that generator produces electricity. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the working of thermal power plant, and disadvantages means pollution, residue, and all. You are able to explain that. Then we have something called hydropower plant. What is that? Hydropower plant. Have you heard about hydropower plant, dear children? In Almaty we have this. Hydropower plant means what will happen? They will store a lot of water in dams. Okay, whatever dams are there. Okay, for example, I mean from the whenever a body reaches more height, no, I mean for example a body is here on the earth surface, this is the earth surface. If you are taking it to more height, what it will attain? It will attain potential energy, no? With height it will get potential energy or not? In ninth standard you have heard
Yes,
about
sir.
this potential energy equal to what is the formula? Mgh, no? Mass into acceleration due to gravity into height. You have heard about this or not?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
like
sir.
that, in dams, no, so whatever dams are there, big dam, they are called as reservoirs also. Okay, we have got this big dams here, dear children. Okay, so this diagram is beautiful. It is explained in the, I mean, textbook also. I'll show you that also. So in this big dams, I mean, there is no end for this. I mean, end is there, but a lot of water is stored here. Okay, in dams, these are also called as dam. Means that construction is dam, this is called as reservoir. Actually, reservoir means we are going to store a lot of water here. So these are the dams here, so which are at more height. Now these dams are having gates, no? They have you seen the gates of Almaty Dam, dear children? You must have seen the gates, no? Like this.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So these gates are coming down actually. Okay, these gates come down, and whenever these gates are, let me draw that. Okay, you can draw it from the textbook also. Let me draw it. Okay, how much I can do that for you. So these gates, no, they are, I mean, leaving this water downwards, and here we have water turbines. What we have, dear children? We have water turbines. I mean, don't draw this diagram. So we have water turbines here. So these water turbines, whatever are there, they are going to rotate, and these water turbines are coupled with a generator. Okay, so these generator, whatever generators are there, they are going to produce electricity, right? So now water was having which energy here? Whatever water was having potential energy here, dear children. In the dam they had potential energy. When the water started to move, which energy came here? Kinetic energy came here. That kinetic energy finally converted into electrical energy, right? So in hydropower plant, so whatever hydropower plant is there, which energy is converted into which energy? In hydropower plant, potential energy of water is converted into kinetic energy, and that is converted into electrical energy. Is this understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? You can see this in the textbook also. I'll give you a beautiful diagram. So whatever the diagram is there, I will show you that. Okay, dear children. And before getting to know about that, let us understand about what are the disadvantages of this hydropower plant. What are the disadvantages of this hydropower plant? So whatever hydropower plant we have, what are the disadvantages? We should be knowing about the disadvantages also. Dams are small or they are very big in size? Tell me, dear children. They are very big in size, right?
Big, sir.
Yes or no? So to build such big structures, we have to, I mean, replace all the people, those who are there. No, the people, those who are there in the near the dam side, those people have to be sent back. No, I mean, they have to be provided with alternative homes and all. No, for example, your home is there, and tomorrow somebody comes and they say we are going to build a dam and we are going to shift your home. Will you say yes for that, dear children? It becomes very difficult, no? So
Yes, yes.
dams require large space, large space. So shifting all the people, shifting all the people is a difficult task. Okay, it becomes a difficult task. We have to give them money, we have to provide them some sites and all, so that's why it becomes a difficult task. First of all, there will be a lot of opposition. If somebody starts to build a dam in Mudol, means Mudol people will definitely oppose in the initial stage, but afterwards getting the compensation they will agree. But that will be a big thing. All officers and all, for them it will be a big thing. Next, I mean, ecosystems will be lost, no? Ecosystems are destroyed. I mean, for example, in Mudol we have an ecosystem. Okay, a lot of plants, a lot of I mean, animals, so many, I mean, indigenous, I mean, what are local to Mudol, they are very famous here. I mean, if dams are built, means all will be lost or not? All those plants and all, they will be lost. So ecosystem, there is one ecosystem means you understand the meaning of ecosystem, no, dear children, that food chain and all. Okay, all those things. So they will be lost because of these dams. Okay, and whatever plants are submerged, plants are submerged in water, submerged in dam water, and undergoes anaerobic reaction, undergoes anaerobic reaction to produce methane, produce methane and other greenhouse gases, other greenhouse gases. Okay, greenhouse gases which leads to global warming, which leads to global warming. Everybody must be aware of what is global warming. So because of these gases, global warming will be happening. So that is a big disadvantage. Have you understood the disadvantages of hydropower plant, dear children? Clear? Please tell me. In hydropower plant, is there any heating and all? Whatever hydropower plant is there, no, dear children? So in hydropower plant, there is no heating and all. Okay, no heating, only passing of this water onto the turbine through the dams and converting that into electrical energy, potential energy to kinetic energy and kinetic energy to electrical energy. That is the only thing. All right, did you understand all these things? If you have understood, say yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so that okay, these are the questions what I'm giving you here. To understand a few more things, you have to be looking at this textbook. So whatever textbook is there, you should be having a look at this. Okay, so it is getting loaded. So here is biogas plant, and here we have hydropower plant. Look at this, dear children. So whatever advantage, disadvantages are there, I have explained, and you should be able to draw this diagram and explain. Okay, if the question is like with neat label diagram, write down this question with the neat labeled diagram, explain the working of, which plant? Hydropower plant. Hydro means water, no, everybody knows that. Hydropower plant. Okay, mention which energy is converted, to electrical energy, which energy is converted into electrical energy in hydro power plant. Write down this question, hydro power plant. Okay, I have gone through this, but you can write it. I hope you are understanding what I'm writing here, dear children, how the question you have to write. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Can you do this as the homework with a neat label diagram and explanation and which energy is converted into electrical energy, all those things? Will you write by reading all these paragraphs?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so hydro power plant is very, very clear to all of you, I guess. Okay, dear children.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
and
sir.
all the disadvantages already I have given. All the disadvantages, what are the disadvantages? Those things I have mentioned. See, this is a general chapter. Okay, you have to read this and you have to form the questions. All the advantages, disadvantages, how it works. Okay, there are only three things. How it works with a diagram. Okay, what are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? What are the advantages of hydropower plant? Tell me. It is a little bit pollution free, no? Less pollution, no? What are the advantages?
Yes.
Advantages is like less pollution. Pollution is there because of that anaerobic reaction, less pollution, and it can be considered as if rain and all, it keeps on happening, no? So in this reservoir, because of rain, water will be stored. It can be considered as a renewable source also. Continuous supply will be there. Renewable source of energy, right? Water will be there from natural sources, so it can be considered to be renewable source. So these are the advantages, right? Yes, dear children, is it clear? Please write down these
Yes,
things
sir.
also. These things are also required. You can just write there by making a point. Have you written this? Yes, dear children. Okay, fine. I hope till now you must have written this renewable less pollution. So I hope I think a hydro power plant is also clear, and thermal power plant already it was clear. Already we cleared it. I mean, we as in we got to know about that, and I cleared it for you guys. And this biomass also, this is also over. Wind energy and all, we'll see that every day. 2, 3 will be seeing that. And this is one small illustration given here. I mean, whatever this cooker is there, now from that, I mean, steam is coming. If you use one pipe and I mean, put it in front of that small, I mean, one turbine as in fan, you will be having that. Wind fan, no small, I mean, toy. If you just hold it, don't you think it rotates, dear children? It rotates, no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes or no? If you're connecting with dynamo, dynamo means it is nothing but a generator, small generator. So if you are linking it with a generator, and this will be getting electricity here, electrical energy, and this bulb will glow or not. So this is a simple experiment what they have mentioned. So this is what happens in which thing? This happens in thermal power plant, no? In thermal power plant, this is what is happening. Okay, whatever steam is there, that will be passed on to this turbine, and that will be coupled with a generator or dynamo, and we get electricity, right? Simple illustration they have given, one activity they have given. Okay, see, whatever that steam is produced, no dear children, that steam will be having a lot of energy. Remember that it will be having lots and lots of energy. Okay, so that energy is there, that will be converted into electrical energy. So one simple activity is given. Okay, all right, fine. Did you understand this, whatever I have explained here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Already it
Yes,
is
sir.
explained in thermal power plant. You can get to know about that. Okay. And here some see, I mean, major source of energy in our country. I mean, it has been mentioned here. You can have a look here. So, which is a major source? Look at this coal. Coal is red colored, no? So coal, this much percentage. I mean, maximum pie chart. You must be having idea about pie chart. So maximum energy comes from coal only. And petroleum and natural gas, we have this green section. And hydro energy. Look at this hydro energy also. We have this little part, and nuclear energy will come to that. Nuclear is very very small. You can see the colors, no? Do you know how to read these diagrams? And wind energy is quite less, it is quite less. Okay, which is a major source of energy in India, dear children? We can say fossil
Coal.
fuels, no? Okay,
Yes, sir.
fossil fuels. Okay, and that too, coal is maximum, and next is petroleum, right dear children?
Yes, sir.
Coal is, I mean, our energy necessities are met by majorly from coal in India, but that is a dangerous development, because this will produce a lot of pollution and all, no? So India is having large coal reservoirs also. I mean, a lot of coal is available. We're making use of that, but we should be moving towards other sources of energy. We should be moving towards wind energy. We should be moving towards solar energy. I mean, we're moving slowly, and we should be moving towards electrical energy. Okay, electrical cars and all we should be using. We should not be using much coal and much petroleum. Okay, we should go for ocean thermal energy. Those things are coming, ocean thermal energy. And we should be going for this tidal energy. So like that, there are so many things which we'll be studying in the coming classes. All right, dear children.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so disadvantages of coal already you have seen. What is the disadvantages of using fossil fuels? They cause pollution, and a lot of residue is there, which is difficult to dispose and all. So those things you got to know. Okay, so now I think a thermal power plant is over, hydro power plant is over, then biomass is also over. And in the coming classes, we'll see this. But in the next class, we'll see wind energy, and we'll see, I mean, this solar energy, and this tidal energy and all. Will see them. You also read them, dear children. What are the advantages, disadvantages? How do they work? Okay, which energy is converted into which energy, and what are their working style? All of it you read. Will you read, dear children? I already asked you to read them, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? I asked them to I asked you to read them. Otherwise, whatever detail I'm giving, may keep on making notes. That will be more than enough for you. But if you read, you will have that confidence on your, on your own, you can do many things. All right, dear children.
Yes.
Okay, there will be another class at 6:15 in the evening, and Madam will be taking that. Madam will be starting one more chapter from chemistry, that is chemical reactions and equations, or maybe metals and non-metals, or maybe periodic classifications. She'll be starting that, and she will be handling the class at 6:15. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, dear children. I'm going to end the class here, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit. All right, dear children. Thank you very much for joining the class. Have a good day, and bye bye.